Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Unknown Empire podcast. My name is Tekka, and today I am joined with It's Medico.
What's up?
Rude Wolf.
Heyo!
And Minnie Mancino.
Heyo!
So how's it going, guys? How's your week been?
Boring.
Not too bad. Quarantine!
Spent the last 11 hours naming shovels.
Naming
I don't want to know what he's done to me. I don't think I ever want to log into an Empire ever again.
Please do.
Oh no.
My wrist hurt.
Your wrists hurt.
It's been 11 hours of typing.
That sounds painful.
Oh no.
Well, that sounds interesting.
It does.
I'm scared.
You guys will see about it soon.
Scared.
I may be flying over Blue's base after this podcast.
I might be hopping on as well. I'm way too curious.
It's not too bad. It's not really visible. It's just...
Not too bad. The whole cave's filled with dirt.
No.
Oh no. I would hate it if it was.
Nah, it's just... Blue's either gonna have to get more chests or spend an hour cleaning out her chests.
That sounds
What did
awful.
you do to my chests? Did you fill them with pumpkin pie?
No, I was thinking about it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Nope, just the pumpkins.
No. No. That would be easy to take out of the chest.
No.
Just shift and click on them. No. But yeah,
I'm trying to think what would be hard to take out of chests.
named items.
Literally nothing.
It's still
No,
just Sif. It's still just like
Jin.
Sif clicking.
Well, no, you gotta shift click each individual one instead of shift grab or grab shift click, because otherwise, with that, it moves all of the items. So if it was
Well, yeah,
pumpkin,
but that's
They're
still
all
not even
named
really that hard.
differently.
It isn't.
that's still
It's just
It's
kind
still
of
a lot of
annoying. That's it.
I feel like Jin's hyping this up too much. I'm gonna get on looking at it and be like, oh, it's just that? That's fine.
oh no, it's still fun.
One feather.
Just a single feather.
It took
But
him
where
50
is it?
shovels to get a hold of one feather.
50 shovels. That's a nice number. You said that. I wish it was 50. Anyways, enough about that.
Okay.
Let's get on to.
Well, we do actually have topics to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Indeed we do.
Yes.
So I think we said we are starting with Nintendo lawsuits of the week.
Yes, it's Ace Attorney time, guys. Just
So
everyone-
this
No,
means
it's a
I feel like
podcast when there's lawsuits. Yeah.
So apparently,
Okay.
Nintendo America filed a couple lawsuits. I think it was 2.
they've been filing a lot as of late.
Well, yeah, because people have been busy, you know?
What else you gonna do?
We gotta fight back against the hackers, I guess. Although they're straight up selling ways to basically pirate stuff,
Yeah.
so I kind of get it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's
This isn't just a simple flying around in a game
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
no. This is straight up. I now have access to every single game on the eStore,
For free.
which
Yeah.
I understand why they would sue people for that. You know?
Especially since those people that are doing it are basically profiting from it. So it's just kind of circumventing Nintendo's whole deal, and they're like, "We're not cool with that."
Yeah.
And
So
Right.
it's not,
I
we're
get
not okay with this.
yeah.
Sounds crazy, I know, but
Yeah. It was filed Friday, so that was the 8th of May. Right. Whoops. The 15th of May.
excuse me.
There you go. That sounds a little better.
How far back in the past are you?
I live in the 70s. No. But yeah.
The 5th wasn't even a Friday.
Close enough.
Don't worry. Okay.
This
I'm
is great.
sorry.
Oh, but yeah,
Okay.
apparently Mr. Tom Diltz Jr. was the operator of a website called UberChips. That sounds like
I've
a
actually never
delivery
heard
service.
of Uber Chips. It does. Get your Lay's potato chips here. I'd be down.
Totally.
Honestly, same.
New gig, just your car's just full of bags of chips, and people just call you up.
That would make people money.
It would actually.
Apparently, this was as well.
But yeah.
See, they've done it wrong.
Yeah.
Do something that's legal. Give people chips.
Sell chips. But yeah. So it was Team Executor apparently that executed this entire plan.
Haha.
Yeah. Clever coding.
Both of us, though.
Aha.
But yeah.
So they basically, were they just basically, selling this? I was reading about it, and they were saying something about, kits to hack your Switch and stuff, and they were selling them and stuff.
Yeah, because different, Switches have firmware, all this different Nintendo devices have firmware, and, for the Wii U, there's an anti-cheat system and stuff, so you couldn't do this, except it was beaten by a paperclip.
Oh.
So I believe they're selling similar tools to that for this.
Oh, but this time it's just some tin foil.
It's tinfoil this time, guys. Yep.
I may or may not know how to do it.
Tinfoil and a battery.
Oh no.
Oh. But yeah.
But see, you knowing how to do it is different than straight up selling it to people and profiting.
Yeah, I mean, I have,
Yeah.
Only Switches sold in maybe the first year of the Switch's lifespan
Right.
are actually hackable.
Yes, that's true.
I see.
Because I believe.
So I think Nintendo's idea was originally, if they wait long enough, eventually all those Switches will be caught and banned.
Yeah.
I doubt that.
And
maybe.
Yeah, that hasn't happened at all.
Yeah.
Because how are they really gonna really tell besides patching everything out with software and stuff? There's no way they're gonna pin them all down.
But that's the thing with the hacked OSs, software doesn't matter. They don't get software updates anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's a code of, or it's an execution where it goes where they still have the connection to all the online capabilities, but there's probably what's it called? It's probably just a batch file that messes with the code transferring in between the eStore and your Switch, which would make sense. But I still don't understand how they would do it.
I mean, essentially, hacked Switches are running off custom firmware.
Yeah, so obviously.
So when you're connecting to something like the eSOP or something, the eSOP can tell this isn't our firmware.
But that's the thing. It's probably superly cleverly coded where they're using, I forgot what they're called. It's a certain type of file that executes different commands dependent on certain variables. But it's probably...
Well, that may have been the case at first, but they're clearly cracking down on it, so
Definitely.
It's not going to be as... People aren't going to be able to get away with it as easily as they have been.
I can tell you the way we've been getting around it at the moment isn't so much any firmware or something. It's it's the chains of the internet settings on the Switch itself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is what it's getting around it at the moment.
Huh. It's weird that would do it.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Team Executor is notorious for being what they are. But yeah.
I don't know.
Because in January they won an injunction against the defendants of the similar case, Sergio Majaro Moreno, who was ordered to stop doing the hacks. But even back in 2019 in September, they put some lawsuits against ROM websites.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Which kind of it upsets me because, I'm not going to go out and buy an N64 just to play.
You probably couldn't even if you wanted to.
Also true.
Except for maybe eBay.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Because, how else am I supposed to play Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door?
I mean,
Right.
Well, Thousand Year Door was GameCube.
I
But
know.
be that
I
as it
mean,
may,
I'm pulling up an example out of my
Close
head.
enough.
be that as it may, I mean, you could get a hold of a Wii for that if you're lucky enough to find
Dude,
one. Which
I
I'm
haven't
sure
seen
they're
a
around,
no.
but
I haven't seen a
Wii's
Wii
are
ever.
still kind of on that. People are selling them for a somewhat decent price.
yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
quite got into that age where Wii's are
Dude,
impossible.
Wii's
yet,
are like
but-
$100, $110. Like what? There's no.
I
way.
mean,
it's better than the 300 they were when they were released.
that is true.
Wow, I don't think a Wii's worth $100.
I'd pay $100 for it.
Eh.
Yeah.
I
I
did.
would.
Well, yeah, but like, at this
be
time,
all over it.
this day and age.
Only time I've ever truly used an emulator is like for recording if I don't have access to like certain things that I need for it. As long as I'm like, I legit have the game, but I can't record it this way, then I might consider it. But I've been trying to do as much legit as possible, and I've been actually
Well, yeah,
doing pretty good with that, surprisingly enough.
that's the thing.
It's hard to afford this stuff, I'm just saying.
Yeah, emulators aren't the problem. It's the ROM hacks that are, because the only emulators that I've actually used ROMs off of the original console,
True.
which is a lot more work than just going onto the internet and grabbing the file.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's the thing with ROMs and stuff. It's touchy business.
Either way, I can see why they're trying to crack down
was
on
gonna
them
say.
and stuff.
Yeah, the things about ROMs too is up until now they really didn't work all too great.
Yeah,
I mean, you had stuff like Dolphin and stuff, but they essentially were making their own
Mhm.
system at that point to run it until, 2 weeks ago when somebody hacked Nintendo again and got all the source codes.
Yes.
Mm.
So now, all these emulators are like almost completely perfect compared to what they were on the actual consoles.
Well, I mean, if you're lucky enough, you could just build the consoles now, or at least some of them.
Yeah.
yeah. I know people who could probably just slap together a PS2 if they had enough time. Because all this,
Yeah, that would be
all the source
interesting.
stuff is already online for like everything before PS3.
Right.
But did you know that there's Uber Chips isn't the only website that's like doing this stuff. There's also another one that's selling stuff for like SNES, PlayStation, 3DS, and GBAs and stuff. They're selling this.
Oh, yeah, I
they're
don't
selling.
doubt it.
They're selling similar products that do the same
There's
thing.
probably quite a few of them out there that are doing it.
Yeah. These are the
I'm
only
sure
ones
there's
that we know.
tons.
So
I'm sure if we just Googled it, we'd probably find a ton, actually.
definitely. Well, if you just went into
I'll-
deep web, maybe even more.
I don't
Oh, if
think
you're
you'd
in
have
deep
to
red,
go.
definitely.
It probably
Yeah,
does.
I don't think you'd have to go that far, honestly.
I mean,
though.
we would find a ton if we Googled them, but I don't know how many of them would actually be.
We wouldn't find too
Legit.
many.
I mean,
Like regular Google instead of
technically none of them are legit, so.
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
all-
I mean, yeah, but like how many of them were created just to spread viruses around?
tons.
That is a fair point.
But yeah,
I guess that's another reason why they'd want to crack down on stuff like that too, though, just because like lots of people wouldn't know whether or not any of these are actually safe to get.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the fact that they're literally stealing from them, so that's a little bit awkward.
but yeah.
It's a tricky situation for Nintendo to be in.
Yeah, this is all rough and all.
It really is.
Quarantine's been like the best thing that's happened to them and the worst thing that's happened to them.
Also true.
Yeah.
I think like this is off topic and all, but like Animal Crossing completely blew up far beyond their expectations.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
their best-selling Switch game.
It beat all of the other ones combined. Like in the first week, combined sales of the first week, it beats all of them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of insane. I know I've heard
It
of a
is
lot of
insane.
people just going out because Animal Crossing came out and they're like, I want to Switch now because Animal Crossing's a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see them doing that.
My sister is still looking for one.
It's like, I
Yeah.
can't get a Switch because they're all sold out.
I bought a
can't
second
wait.
Switch because Animal Crossing was a thing.
I wish I had the luxury to be able to do that. But yeah.
I'd consider it if I had the funds.
You know what else is a luxury?
What?
Gloveless virtual
What?
reality.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
It would be great, yeah.
It's crazy.
Unfortunately, it's only Oculus right now, I believe.
Yeah, I know the Index is gonna hop onto that real fast.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, that's still really cool though.
Totally.
Because you're not constantly holding on to something. It's just like,
Yeah, which gives you more immersion. Like,
yeah,
I honestly believe that it's. I'm not sure if it's better than haptic feedback, but I'm pretty sure it's like real cool. Like, would you rather have artificial feeling or not having anything on your hands at all? But yeah.
I mean, I'm still one of those that has yet to even try VR in general, but like, I don't know, just that whole thing just seems really cool if they can get it to actually, function in a really effective way.
Another thing about virtual reality and all is that I'm pretty sure that it might be using similar or even upgraded versions of the technology used in stuff like the Xbox bar, right? Where you use them for
the Kinect.
Yeah, the Kinect. That's what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be similar to that with full body scanners.
I was gonna say, it feels like it has to be some sort of updated sensors.
Yeah, totally, but still.
I feel like it would have to be.
I mean, I don't know how Oculus works, but with at least the Vive, you have set sensors that you have to put in both corners of the room to track where your controllers are, where your headset is.
Yeah.
I feel like they gotta be doing something like that.
Similar.
I feel like they would have to.
Well, yeah, definitely. Or even just omnidirectional cameras to watch your hands all times. But yeah, I feel like there could be a lot of quirks with that, though.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely for the beginning.
Yeah.
It can't be any worse than the transition into motion controls in general, so...
Oh, yeah. I wonder how they're gonna fix that.
Because let's be real, motion controls, when they were first a thing, that was a hot mess.
Those were so buggy.
Oh, yeah. This is probably going to be not much different at first, but once they get it rolling, it's probably going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be fixing.
Once they get it going, someone else, like Index, is going to take it, make it better, and then someone else is going to make it better. And
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. The hand tracking thing actually was out for a while now. I think it was a year. Like, not even a year, like half a year or something like that. But it was just only recently put out for third-party games. It used to be only for, like, the Oculus games, like the menu and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're starting to push it out to, like, other games, of course.
I see. So they've already had a little bit of time to work on it then.
Yeah. But that was the stuff that they had control over. They could fine-tune their applications and stuff for it. They can't force the developers to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the fact still remains, if they've had, some time to work on it and stuff, other people will still have a framework to go from that might help. Assuming they follow it, that is.
Be interesting to see how many games take to it.
Yeah. They might even scrap the entire idea overall and just continue with haptic. Because haptic's a cool thing and all. They just need to lighten it because it's a bit bulky. But that comes with time.
Yeah, I kind of never thought we would get to a point where we were doing, no gloves, no controllers or anything.
I eventually thought, have you guys watched Sword Art Online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I just imagine that one day it's gonna
Something
get to
like that, or something
A
like
full dive
Star
set,
Trek
yeah.
Holodeck.
I would love if we could do something like that.
Full dive,
that would
like
be so
being
much
able to
fun.
like meet friends that you can't meet regularly.
Right?
Would be crazy.
That would be
That would
kinda
be
awesome.
sick.
Full dive would be insane, but I'm not
That'd be
sure.
I know.
nuts.
I think I heard somewhere in Japan or something.
Yeah,
They
Japan's working on the technology for it.
There's
No, they did like a
Of
thing where it would be
course.
possible, but it would be like it would cost so much that no
Oh,
one would be able to buy
definitely.
it.
Well, that's the thing with new technology. It's
give
always
it a
like
couple,
that.
give it a couple decades.
But yeah, it would cost like so much that no one would be able to buy it to play on it.
That's true too. But like it, given enough time, the price and technology would go down. Because think about it.
Oh
A
yeah.
PS1, for example, that was crazy. It was insane technology. Now, 15-year-olds
True.
can put it together if you give them time.
True.
So give it 5,
know.
6 years, and Full
One
Dive's
day.
probably going to become public knowledge
Yeah.
Especially with quarantine.
that at least its development is in existence.
Someone's gonna sit there at their desk and be like, I'm gonna make it happen.
But yeah,
I've got
we're
the
getting
time
the full
now.
dive. I kind of had an idea of how we could do full dive, but I'm just me, and I probably don't have
The
a clue.
The idea of it just seems so
Unfathomable.
strange to me. Just that they could set off your mind into real life
Yeah.
and almost
I mean-
transfer that consciousness into a virtual world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be really cool, but at the same time, like in Sword Art Online, it shows just
Probably
how
be a little bit
dangerous it could also
terrifying.
be.
Well, first of all, Sword Art
Yeah.
Online was ridiculously
Just
unreal.
don't put in a sign up button.
Like,
No, because think of it, right? In Sword Art Online, they said if they remove your headset, your brain gets fried immediately, which doesn't make sense because it would take.
Well,
a
that
long
was
time.
under special circumstances. If you did that
Yeah.
normally, it would just pull you out of the game.
Yeah. They said that they had microwaves inside the headset that would kill them, which didn't make sense to me at all.
I think it's because I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah,
since
that's
I've Sword
good. That's
Art
because what's his name? Crazy Nut Bar decided to
Online.
do some crazy hacking stuff.
Yeah.
But let's
I
just
mean,
not
there
put
probably would be that
microwaves-
one hacker if that ever happened that would be like, I wonder if I could do that.
Yeah.
And it's like some
Probably.
virtual
I wouldn't-
serial killer.
I mean,
That would be.
didn't
that
they
would
do
be
a
messed up.
storyline where they thought someone was killing people through VR?
Yes, it was the Fatal Bullet. That's what it's called.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't actually. You guys know the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Which is an interesting idea and concept, but come on, people that have better security.
You would hope for something like that.
Yeah.
The security needs to be like top notch.
Well, no, just have locks on
Absolutely.
your doors.
Remember to put the slide lock on.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's the thing with stuff like that. It's not 100% realistic, or even like 50%. But still,
I mean,
we're getting there.
entertainment value, I guess.
Yeah, it was a fun thing. It was fun to watch.
It was.
Almost kind of want to watch
Yeah,
it.
but
now.
aside from that,
Perfect way to escape reality through games.
we're getting there. We're all getting there soon.
Man, so many people would kill to have that right now.
I know.
I would actually commit murder. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Coronavirus just makes its way into the virtual world. You can't meet people in the virtual world anymore.
No.
God, no.
That would be the worst.
That would be.
It would be
Like you go
horrible.
within 6 feet of a character in these virtual worlds, you die.
Instant
Go
death.
back to spawn.
Just flop over and die.
That would be.
That
that
would
would
be
be
so
awful.
screwy. Just push someone within 6 feet of another person.
How are you gonna push him? Just get like a really long stick.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Just everybody walk around with giant poles.
Oh, dude, if quarantine keeps up, I swear to God, people are gonna do that in real life.
People are gonna do it.
Oh, I'm sure there's already people like walking around with tape measures.
Oh no. No.
Just
I
got
wouldn't doubt
tape
it.
measures stuck to each
Like,
side of their body. Be like,
you're,
Stacey's feet.
you're only 5 feet away from me. Get
You're
moving.
bending my tape measure. Get back.
God.
Don't make me bring out the ruler.
Yeah, there are people like that. There are people like that who are like following it to a T, and there's people who just completely ignore it. Moving on. Call of Duty is rumored a new Black Ops reboot. And it's going to be set in Vietnam. Well, it possibly could be. Which I'm personally actually real excited for that, because Black Ops 1 was set in Vietnam, and it was probably one of the best Call of Duty games out there. And the Cold War is an interesting war, regardless. But,
I don't know. I've never been one for Call of Duty myself, honestly, or most shooters for that matter.
I think I've played one Call of Duty game my whole life.
I mean, I used to play Call of Duty with my cousin, but it would be mainly zombies because I sucked so bad. I mean, I still sucked with zombies, just not
I
as bad.
I watched my cousin play it once and was like, "It ain't for me."
but yeah,
Which is a bummer, actually.
Not my kind of game.
But I mean, hey, for those that like Call of Duty, there you go.
Yeah, but just
on
entirely.
ya.
Got something new coming your way.
Yeah. But I just want to talk about this because it's bringing up an entire new topic entirely. Because it's not just Activision and people like that who are doing reboots of stuff. It's literally like every company is now jumping onto the reboot train.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everything's coming back. It's like they ran out of ideas. No, but seriously.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
I mean, it's
I
like
guess.
that with movies and stuff too.
So yeah,
yeah.
It seems like every movie's getting rebooted, or at least getting a sequel.
or getting a live
That's
action
been happening
that's
for
not
years
needed.
now.
But yeah, reboots are reboots, and it's whatever. But come on,
Sometimes they can be quite good.
they can, but then sometimes they can be absolute garbage.
Well, I mean, sure.
But yeah, reboots are fun-ish. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to just specifically seek out a reboot if I had the original.
I feel that.
Not my way.
I like to give them a chance, just to be like, is this good? Because you never know sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're lucky and they end up better, but then sometimes you're like, sometimes it helps you appreciate the original even more if the reboot happens to not be as good, and then you're like, I like this better. And you can just
We'll say the one nice thing
enjoy it
about
all
it is
over again.
the one nice thing about it is if you don't have that console that like the original game was on anymore.
Yeah, that's true too.
True.
But still, like, even if we're talking about movies, why all the reboots? Like,
Money!
well, yeah.
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 And lots of it, apparently.
Yeah, but it's all
It's
cool.
lucrative enough that they keep doing it.
Well, yeah, if it works one time, it's bound to work a second time, isn't it?
Or 5,000th.
Several 100,000 times.
Or suckers for nostalgia.
Yep. Like, even think about it, even the Tony Hawk reboot. That's getting rebooted.
Is it really?
It is. Same characters, same map, same everything, just better graphics. Literally the same game.
I got you.
But yeah. See, that's another thing. There's a difference between a soft reboot and a hard reboot. Soft reboots are just the same thing, just better. Hard reboots are where they completely change up the entire topic and all. Like, the Mulan movie is a hard reboot because they decided to go off of the Disney trail more onto, like, the cultural side of it. That's why they removed all the songs from it, or most of the songs from it, at least.
I'm not even supporting the new Milan.
Why is that?
I didn't even know there was a new Mulan.
Live action again.
Well, didn't they like freaking take out the best character being Musou?
Yeah, because it's culturally inappropriate, I think.
They're going that route?
Yeah,
though?
they're making it culturally appropriate.
Yeah, but
No songs, no dragon, no fireworks.
And that's sad too, because Mulan had some of
That-
the best songs in Disney history.
It
Let's
did,
get
though.
down to business. Yeah. Probably my favorite.
That is kind of upsetting, because,
You know,
like,
the day it comes out, I'm gonna completely avoid it and go get the cartoon version and just watch that.
Yeah. I honestly don't want to watch the live action version.
they
Yeah,
tend to do that with a lot of...
I have a feeling they're gonna ruin the characters.
Yeah. That's the thing with a lot of reboots too. If you change too many things, people aren't gonna like it.
The Disney live action stuff, though, honestly, for me, it's hit or miss. Mostly
Mostly
miss.
misses.
Yeah.
It's not great.
But still.
But again, for those who like Call of Duty,
Yeah. For those who like Call of Duty,
hopefully
Mulan.
this is a hit. Or that.
Yeah.
If you
this
like Call of
reboot-
Duty, don't watch Mulan.
that's what this conversation has gone to.
That's what we get out of this. Okay.
Yeah. But no, seriously.
but like I don't know, just I what I was going for was hopefully the Call of Duty reboot happens to be a hit for some people.
Which I hope it will, because the Cold War is not really talked about too much, to be honest.
There is potential there.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
So hopefully they deliver, because I am actually curious about it. I doubt I'll play it myself, but I am curious to look into it when it comes out and stuff.
Yeah. It's not for everyone, but still, it's a fun franchise.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that they... just Activision. Black Ops 4. Absolute garbage fire. Never want to play again.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
It was horrible. Like, I don't understand how you could screw up a game that bad. But
I will take your word for it as well.
we're running this a bit
I
short.
mean, Amiibo Festival was a thing, so I
Yeah.
completely understand how they could screw up a game super bad.
I keep forgetting that Amiibo Festival exists.
Good. I wish I could.
1 second.
I'm guessing you were one of the ones that actually bought it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
That's-
is,
that
and I don't
explains
care to
why.
know.
You're not really missing much.
No.
You're not missing much at all.
It's a $5 game that they pretty much sold you for $60.
Let's see. Amiibo Festival for the Wii U.
Actually, it's not even worth like $5.
And
Is this
guess what?
Mario
You need
Kart?
to pay more to get all the amiibos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The game should have been free to play to begin with.
It
Yeah.
should be free.
Like every other Amiibo only game.
That is
Mhm.
so dumb. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's not
Like,
even
you
like
need
interesting
them.
gameplay.
It's Mario Party, but it's Animal Crossing, and you have to
But
pay for all the
worse.
characters. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, it's-
somehow
like-
worse.
The only way you can roll your dice is by taking your Amiibo character and placing it on the gamepad.
What if you lose it?
Then you don't get to play as that character.
Whatever. That's ridiculous.
Nor can you roll the
If
dice.
you lose it, then sucks to be you.
Oh,
Let's-
that's another
you know,
$10.
let's Let's just go ahead and not use, I don't know, the A button.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
Like, the game does everything for you anyway. Your character moves, you get the advancements on it on its own.
So all you do is put the thing on the
You put
scanner.
the thing on the scanner and your turn's done.
You literally just tap the screen with a card over and over again, and that's the game.
Pretty much.
Well, no, you can't use the cards in the actual game.
Oh.
The cards only work for, like, Desert Escape and that crap.
Oh.
Which was ported to the 3DS anyway.
I did see that. That one was actually... Desert Escape was actually fun.
That was a good one.
But, like, that was the only good thing about that
And
game.
if it was, if they made it so the only way you could play it was through Amiibo Festival, that could have given that game a little more credibility.
Yeah, but they put it on
But it's on
New
New
Leaf
Leaf,
anyway.
so
They made that whole game obsolete.
in that case, yeah, I'd rather get New Leaf and have a really good game.
Yeah.
Which is also 5 times cheaper than Amiibo
Yeah.
Festival was.
Yeah. That is...
Yeah.
That was not a good call on Nintendo's part.
You guys know what one franchise never sucks money out of anything, ever? Pokemon.
That
Oh,
is
never.
My.
Never.
Never.
Oh my.
Yeah, Pokemon's a great franchise. You know?
It is a great
Just
franchise,
had
but
to.
holy crap. I
I
actually
was waiting for somebody to put that in there.
I love how that
Well, I was
transition
trying
was
to-
better than the one he went with for Call of Duty.
Right.
I was
Call
trying
of
to
Duty is
avoid
like so
talking about
deaf.
it.
I've been sitting
I
here
was-
waiting for an opportunity to talk about Pokemon.
I was trying to avoid talking about it because of the whole reboot thing.
You
'cause
see-
I did actually buy the Rescue Team DX.
I thought that's where it was gonna come in too.
I was thinking of, but I was like, nah.
I was avoiding it. and
Every topic, I'm like, okay, how are they gonna fit Pokemon
It's fun,
into
by
this
the
one?
way. It's fun, by the way.
I need to get it.
It's a good time.
Sounds fun.
Well, that about wraps up the podcast for today. But before we go, is anyone doing anything interesting with their channels?
Nothing beyond the usual, honestly. I'm almost done streaming Dust, so I'm gonna have to think of something else afterward.
Ah, sounds fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Jen, Blue, doing anything cool?
Aside from preparing Dive,
Not really anything being uploaded on my channel recently, but behind the scenes there is a lot going on.
Nice.
Yes.
Stuff is coming. Nice.
Stuff is
Curious
being
as
worked
me.
on.
I have stockpiled
Yeah.
so many different videos. I'm gonna
I haven't got
get them released.
much to record, to be honest. Because like there are games that I want to record when they come out, but the problem is they're not out, so I can't record them. So
Mm.
Just take a note from our Nintendo friends and hack them into Hack them on this video.
but no, yeah, I'm waiting for some games to be released.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
Sounds interesting.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I think that wraps up the podcast for now. So
Yeah.
thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Jen, Blue, Minnie.
Yeah.
Why'd I
Thank
forget your name
you,
there for a minute?
Tekit. Thank you. Let's take a minute to thank Tekit.
Yes, thank you, Tekka. Your hard work is really appreciated.
Arigatou gozaimasu, Taka-san.
You are the paperclip that is holding this whole thing together.
You
right
are the
now.
paperclip that has hacked the.
Hack
What
them.
was it?
The paperclip that has hacked Nintendo
the
Wii.
Wii
Yes.
and made it better.
I think I broke the Wii. But
God,
anyway.
I broke mine.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. Links to our channels in the description, and we will see you all next time.
Ka-chow.
Goodbye.
Bye.